is on Zoom yet. That's okay. Julia Agoston. And welcome. Cool. From Hungary. That's a first. We haven't had anybody from Hungary before. Welcome. And Shalom. It's great. Okay. There yet. I have to bounce around different windows. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Troy! Hey Troy, I am on Zoom today too, so if you want to come over here, that's great. It should say that right on the invite. I am not feeling too terrific today, so I am going to be not doing a lot, not doing everything that I usually do. Oh, wait a minute, let's see, is this right? Yes. Monica, we have a prayer book, but it's only available on the Sim Shalom site. I got my own because I can't read my own prayer book on Sim Shalom, so this is, 10,000 windows open. That's one of the Nigeria. You're from Nigeria. That's great. Hi, Emmy. Welcome. This Torah portion, yes, Tori, this Torah portion is in a way beyond belief. No pun intended. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due, now and forever. Ahavat Olam. See, I gotta go back over here and see if anybody said anything. Yes. Super. Thank you. Your love has embraced us always in wilderness and promised land, in good times and in bad. Night and day your Torah sustains us, delighting the heart, reviving the spirit, informing the soul, opening the eyes, granting us a glimpse of eternity. Because of your love, we shall embrace Torah night and day in devotion and delight. Beloved are you, Adonai, whose Torah reflects your love. The Shema. Move this up here. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Listen, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai alone. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה
אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. You shall love your sovereign God with all your heart, soul, and being. Take these words which I command you on this day, and keep them upon your heart. Teach them to your children, and speak of them in your home and away, night and day, wherever you go, when you lie down, when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand, and as a symbol above your eyes. Write them upon the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. You shall remember and do all my commandments, and be holy before your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God. Adonai Elohechem emet. Adonai our God is true. Emicha mocha. Still trying to fun and game. Hello, welcome. This is a religious service. I hope you're up for it. I'm on Zoom, guys. So if any of you want to come over to the Zoom, to my Zoom page, my Zoom site, that would be cool. Let's see. Okay, Micha Mocha. Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders. And hi, I see Paula and I see Beth and Amy, and who's the Ene? Shalom. Oh well, Ene. And welcome and shalom to you.
O God, you are a consolation to your creatures, for in moments of forgetting, we but call to mind your care, and were comforted. When we hope no more, a pattern in the snow reminds us of your loving kindness. Your dawns give us confidence, and sleep is a friend. You're here. We fail words to say Ma Tov.
Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkar shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all the people Israel, and over Jerusalem. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דברה קירותי, וימליך מלכותי, ויקונו יום, יקונו חיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויתפר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי קודשה בריחו לילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, ושבחתה ונקמתה, דמירן בעלמא, ויאמרו אמן.
תפילה בעמידה. Hang on. Started to say something, now I don't remember what it was I was going to say, but that's me and my senior moments.
Adonai, sifetai tiftachu fi agir tehillatech. Adonai, open my lips and my mouth will declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VeHaNorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מקלקל חיים בכסף, נקיים הכל ברחמים רבים, צומק נופלים ברופא קולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני וחיי הכל. Take this moment now to say your own prayer from your heart. I'm still over on Zoom, but Fun and Games has vanished, and that's not a big surprise. And Shalom, Shalom, John. Good to see you. So please, your own silent prayer. Oh, say Shalom bimroma, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. יתקדש שמי רבה, באמרי ורקרותי, ואמליק מלכותי, וחייכון ויומכון וחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלל ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויפר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה ושפחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. תתקבל צלותון ובאותון לכל ישראל, הודם אבוהון דבשמיא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. I kind of said I wasn't going to do much tonight. I will read from the Torah. It's a I'll read the first aliyah from a second triennial cycle, which is the one that talks about Cain and Abel. In the nutshell by Chabad, God creates the world in 6 days. On the first day he makes darkness and light. The second day he forms the heavens, dividing the upper waters from the lower waters. On the third day he sets the boundaries of land and sea and calls forth trees and greenery from the earth. On the fourth day he fixes the position of the sun, moon, and stars.
as timekeepers and illuminators of the earth. Fish, birds, and reptiles are created on the fifth day, land animals, and then the human being on the sixth. God ceases from work on the seventh day and sanctifies it as a day of rest. God forms the human body from the dust of the earth and blows into his nostrils a living soul. Originally, man is a single person, but deciding that it is not good that man be alone, God takes a side from the man. That's a little simplification, by the way. God doesn't want man to be totally alone there, so then he brings the animals to share the world with man. And that doesn't quite work either. So then he creates, takes a side from the man, forms it into a woman, and marries them to each other. Adam and Eve, Chava, are placed in the Garden of Eden and commanded not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The serpent persuades Eve to violate the command, and she shares the forbidden fruit with her husband. Because of their sin, it is decreed that man will experience death, returning to the soil from which he was formed, and that all gain will come only through struggle and hardship. Man is banished from the garden. Chava gives birth to two sons, Cain and Abel. Cain quarrels with Abel and murders him, and becomes a rootless wanderer. Well, he's commanded to become a rootless wanderer. A third son, Seth, is born to Adam. Seth's eighth generation descendant, Noah, is the only righteous man in a corrupt world. There's a beautiful poem written by Rabbi Adel Plotkin that I want to share with you too. Will Cain kill Abel once again, as history repeats itself? Will Abel this time escape unscathed, or will Cain prosper from Abel's wealth? It is as though life restarts anew with every encroaching extinction. The rich and the poor will all pass on. Death will make between them no distinction. Unless we can learn to work as one, our planet and lives will soon be done. Will it be a deluge or massive fires? We have no answer, though we inquire.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
I hope I can read this.
אלה תולדות, אמן, אמן. אלה תולדות השמיים והארץ בהיברם ביום עשות. אדוני אלוהים ארץ ושמיים וכל שיח השדה טרם יהיה בארץ וכל עשב השדה טרם יצמח כי לא המטיר אדוני אלוהים על הארץ, ואדם אין לעבוד את האדמה, ועד יעלה מן הארץ, והשקע את כל פני האדמה. וייצר אדוני אלוהים את האדם עפר מן האדמה, ויפח באפן נשמת חיים. ויהי האדם לנפש חיה. וייטע אדוני אלוהים גן בעדן מקדם, וישם שם את האדם אשר יצר. ויצמח אדוני אלוהים מן האדמה כל עץ נחמד למראה, טוב למאכל, ועץ החיים בתוך הגן, ועץ הדעת טוב ורע. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. I will read you the translation of that. This is the chronicle of heaven and earth when they were created, on the day God made earth and heaven. No shrub of the field was yet on the earth, no plant of the field had yet sprung up, for God had not poured rain down upon the earth, and there was not a soul to till the soil, though a flow would emerge from the earth and water the surface of the soil. Then God fashioned the man dust from the soil, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, so that the man became a living being. To the east, God planted a garden in Eden, setting the man there whom God had formed. Then out of the soil God grew trees, alluring to the eye and good for fruit, and in the middle of the garden a tree of life and a tree of all knowledge. A river went forth from Eden to water the garden. From there it divided and became 4 branches. The first was named Pishon. That one flows around the land of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of that land is fine. Bdellium is there, and onyx stone. The second was named Gihon. That one flows around the land of Cush. The third was named Tigris. That one flows east of Assyria, and the fourth river is the Euphrates. So obviously it doesn't, this particular section doesn't talk about Cain and Abel, but, Troy? I see what you're saying. Okay, I didn't understand because I didn't see the whole post. Ellen Rose, Shalom. Oh, I'm sorry. And Yusuf. Good. I'm glad you're all here. And Amy came over to
to Zoom, and I think she's in her car. At any rate, I'm not going to give the whole thing because, like I said, I don't feel all that well today. I am, some of you probably know I did a lot of work yesterday. I brought my ark over to here. Obviously, it's not where you can see it. It's in the living room, which is one room over from here, with the Torah. I do not have enough room in here for the ark and the Torah. Say a prayer that at some point I will be able to have live services. I will live stream them as well, and I will Zoom them, and we will have live services with actual people, maybe, and with my ark and with my Torah. Oof. At any rate, that makes me feel better, but I have a bit of a headache and I'm hurting all over still. And a little upset with my stomach's a little upset. So, at any rate, let's go to the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
We rise to our duty to praise the Master of all, to acclaim the Creator. God made our lot unlike that of other people, assigning to us a unique destiny. We bend the knee and bow, acknowledging the Supreme Sovereign, the Holy One, exalted, who spread out the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth. Before we do the V'ne'emar, yes, I will rest for a while. And thank you, Ellen. I posted a picture of it, took it last night when I woke up from my nap. And I created the logo because I wanted it to look like a little house, almost like a gigantic birdhouse kind of thing with the curves, with the sides slanting in, and the door a heart. And I took it to the wood shop here in my community, and the guy asked the guy who is the supervisor of the wood shop to create it for me, and he got this wonderful. He did it so beautifully, but I did the logo first, and I said that's how I want my ark to look too. So that's.
Adonai shall be ruler over all the earth. In that day Adonai shall be one, and God's name shall be one. Not going to be easy to rest because I'm selling that unit, and I have to do all that work of selling stuff, giving stuff away, finding a place here for me to put it. It's a little overwhelming right at the moment, but I can handle it. I think. I will rest as much as I can, I promise. We're grateful, O God, for the gift of life and for the healing powers you've implanted within your creatures. Sustain our loved ones with the courage and fortitude they need to endure weakness and pain. Help us to find ways to show our love for them so that we may be an influence for good in their time of need. And may they suffer illness of body or mind. May all who suffer illness of body or mind know that you are with them, giving them strength of spirit as they struggle to recover. May their afflictions soon be ended, and may they return in health to family and friends. And my list, let's see if I can find a place to put this where I won't lose it entirely. If you wish, you may write in the names of those you want remembered. Okay. Amy went back to Facebook. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to close the Zoom thing because nobody's there. And I need the space on my desktop. Quit that. There we go. Okay. So, oh, her laptop is broken. That's why she went over and she was on her phone. I recognize the... Okay. So I can't... Sorry, guys. Okay, Anisha Vera, your mouth is swollen. Is that from your fall? Okay, Amy is saying a prayer for healing for Isaiah, Dov Bermeyer Ben Glicka, Beverly Edinson. The people I'm praying for today are Max Smith, Ruth Bat Shoshana, Rabbi Judith Newham, Moshe Ben Etel, Jacob Blake and his family, Menachem Ben Menashe, all the COVID-19 victims, and it's starting to rise again. I guess we're heading towards the second wave, and usually that's worse than the first. Amy, I am praying for you. You want the closing medication? I want it too. We'll share it. Batia Malka Bat Perel Chaya, Alan Bennett, Roland and Judy Hansen, Shendel Bat Shalom, Chana Bat Shendel, and Dana Glazer. Mi shebeach source of strength, who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, come to the mourner's Kaddish. And if you are in mourning or observing art sites, okay, for the, thank you. And Ellen was praying for Jenny Bat Juana, Gil Ben Clara, Eric Ben Maggie, Marlene Bat Chaya. Seem to keep that on. Again, where is it? That's I'm saying prayers for, saying Kaddish for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, all the COVID-19 victims, and all the victims of racial hatred, injustice, just violence. Ellen is saying it for those who have no one to say it for them. Bless you. Good girl. Okay. And for Jack Ben Zeidel, Nina Bat Betty, and Patty. Please join me. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabah, ve'almadi v'rachim yutei, ve'amich malchutei, v'chai yechon v'yom yechon, v'chai dekol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'yizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei Shemei Rabba mevarach le'alam olam me'almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yithalal, Shmei Kedusha Barichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran v'yalma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shalama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom b'maromav, hu ya'aseh Shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru Amen. And I am going
going to close right now because my dinner is about ready, for one thing. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for congratulating me on getting my ark finally in my home. It's been a while. It's been too long. I had at one point an idea to have it put over there and have services over there, but it just didn't work out that way. But now that it has a home, a real home, that's going to be a possibility. And the governing body that runs this community can't say anything about it. I love all of you and bless all of you. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, ya'ir Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasim lecha shalom. And thank you, there's somebody over here on Zev. Yay. Thank you. I love every one of you, and I'm so blessed that this is a community. Thank you. Bye-bye. Laila Tov. Have a beautiful, blessed evening.